Level 1. The culinary student. You enroll in culinary school. Le Cordon Bleu, Culinary Institute of America. 2 years of intensive training. You're learning to cook. Professionally, first day. You're issued your kit, chef's knife, paring knife, peeler, whisk, your tools, your uniform, white chef's coat, checkered pants, apron. You learn the basics, knife skills, how to hold the knife, how to cut, julienne, brunoise, chiffonade, dice, mince, precision cuts, speed, accuracy. Your instructor demonstrates, then you practice for hours. Your fingers hurt, your hand cramps, but you're getting faster, more precise. You learn the 5 mother sauces: bechamel, velouté, espagnole, hollandaise, tomato. Every sauce derives from these. Master these, master everything. You learn cooking techniques: sauté, roast, braise, poach, grill, blanch, heat, time, technique, science and art combined. You work in the school kitchen, brigade system, stations, garde-manger, sauces, sauté, grill, pastry. You rotate through everything. You make mistakes. You burn things. You oversalt. You undercook. The instructor tastes. Too salty, underseasoned, overcooked. Again, you learn. You adjust. You improve. Slowly, painfully, but you improve. You do externship. Real restaurant, real kitchen, real pressure. You're the lowest, the extern. You do prep work, you clean, you observe, but you're learning how real kitchens operate, how real chefs cook. You graduate, associate degree in culinary arts. You're 20 years old, 40,000 in debt. You need a job. Level 2, the commis chef. Your first job, line cook, commis chef. Entry level, bottom rung. Small bistro, 40 seats, busy neighborhood spot. You're on the line. Sauté station, cooking proteins, pasta, sides. The chef barks orders. 2 salmon, 3 chicken, 1 pasta. Fire. You cook. Fast, precise, no mistakes. Orders keep coming. Ordering. 3 steaks, 2 medium rare, 1 well. Fire in 5. The heat is hot, 90 degrees, 100 degrees. You're sweating. The heat from the stove, the grill, the oven, relentless, oppressive. You work the line for 8 hours straight. No sitting, no breaks. Your feet hurt, your back aches, burns on your arms, cuts on your hands. You make $12 an hour, $25,000 a year. You work 50 hours a week, sometimes 60, no overtime, salary. You work nights, weekends, holidays, when everyone else is celebrating. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve. You're in the kitchen, cooking. You cut yourself, burns, constant. Occupational hazards, hot pans, sharp knives, grease spatters, boiling water. You develop scars, but you're learning every service, every shift, every night. You're getting faster, cleaner, more efficient, better. A real cook. The chef notices. Good work tonight. You're improving. Keep it up. That's all you get, but it means everything. Validation, recognition. Level 3, the chef de partie. 2 years on the line. You're promoted. Chef de partie, station chef. You run a station. You're responsible. Your station, your domain. You're on the fish station. All seafood, all preparations. You prep, you cook, you plate. Everything fish goes through you. You arrive early before service. You prep everything. Cut fish, make sauces, organize your station. Mise en place. Everything in its place. Organization is critical, essential. When service starts, you need everything ready, within reach, perfect. Service begins, orders flying. You're cooking 6 pans simultaneously. Searing salmon, sautéing shrimp, reducing sauce, plating scallops all at once. You're in the weeds, overwhelmed, behind, drowning in tickets. The chef yells, "Where's my fish? Table 12 is waiting. Move!" You push through, you catch up, you recover, you execute. You learn to manage pressure, to stay calm, to perform under fire. You work with your team, the meat guy, the sauté guy, the pastry chef. You coordinate, you time dishes. Everything comes together, synchronized, perfect. You're making $32,000 a year, still not much, still struggling, but you're building skills, building reputation, moving up, progressing. You start creating, developing dishes, new preparations, your ideas. The chef lets you experiment on staff meal, on specials, testing. Your seared tuna becomes a special. It sells well, customers love it. You're not just following recipes, you're creating. You're a cook, a chef.
Level 4, the sous chef. 5 years in kitchens, you're promoted, sous chef, second in command, right hand to the executive chef. You manage the kitchen day to day. You oversee stations, you train cooks, you handle problems, everything operational. When the chef isn't there, you're in charge, you run service. You're making $45,000 a year, finally, livable wage, barely. You work 60 hours, 70 hours, but your salary, same pay regardless. You open the kitchen early morning, check deliveries, verify quality. Fish is fresh, meat is good, produce is acceptable. You reject bad product. You create the prep list, assign tasks, manage workflow, organize everything. You ensure everything is ready for service every day, every night. You handle personnel issues. Cooks call in sick, you cover shifts. Someone shows up drunk, you send them home, you work their station yourself. During service, you're expediting, calling orders, managing flow, orchestrating. Ordering 4 apps, 2 salads, 3 entrees, fire in 2. You read tickets, you coordinate timing, you ensure quality, every plate. You're the conductor, the kitchen is your orchestra, harmony, precision. A dish comes up wrong, you catch it, you fix it, you send it back. This salmon is overcooked, refire now, we don't send garbage. You maintain standards, you protect the chef's vision, you're the enforcer. Your quality control, you're the backbone, the foundation. The executive chef trusts you, relies on you, depends on you. When he's developing new dishes, you're there, contributing, testing, learning. Level 5, the executive chef. 10 years in the industry. You're hired. Executive chef. Your kitchen. Your own kitchen. Your vision, your menu, your responsibility. Finally. Mid-sized restaurant. Upscale casual, 100 seats. You create the menu. Seasonal, local, creative. Your style, your philosophy, your voice. You hire your team. Sous chef, line cooks, prep cooks, dishwashers. You build your brigade. People you trust, people who execute your vision. You're making $65,000 a year, plus small profit share. You work 70 hours. 80 hours, you're always there, always. You're not just cooking anymore, you're managing everything. Food cost, labor cost, inventory, purchasing, scheduling, business operations. You negotiate with vendors, better prices, better product, better terms. You manage relationships, farmers, fishermen, suppliers, purveyors, everyone. You create new dishes constantly. Testing, tasting, refining, perfecting. You run specials. You change the menu, seasonally, monthly, evolving. You handle difficult customers, complaints, special requests, problems. This steak is too rare. This pasta is too salty. I want to speak to the chef. You listen, you apologize, you remake it, you comp the meal if necessary. Your reputation, your restaurant's reputation. Everything depends on satisfaction. You work the line during service, leading, cooking, pushing, with your team. You're alongside them, not above them, with them, in the trenches. You're building a name, recognition, local press, good reviews, buzz. Food critics come, they write favorably. You're getting noticed, finally. Level 6, the chef de cuisine. 15 years experience, you're recruited. Fine dining restaurant, Michelin aspirations, high-end, prestigious, expensive, elite clientele. You're the chef de cuisine, head chef, complete creative control. Tasting menu, 12 courses, intricate, technical, artistic, theater. You're making $85,000 a year. Better, but still not wealthy. You work the same hours, 70, 80, always, never ending. You source rare ingredients, imported, specialty, expensive, exclusive. Japanese A5 Wagyu, white truffles, Osetra caviar, no expense spared. You use molecular gastronomy, sous vide, spherification, foams, gels. You are pushing boundaries, creating art on a plate, edible sculptures. Your team is elite, trained, talented, precise perfectionists. You demand perfection. Every plate, every dish, every night, no exceptions. Service is theater. Open kitchen. Guests watch you work. Performance. You plate with tweezers. Every element placed deliberately, perfectly. Art. Michelin inspectors come. Anonymous. You don't know who they are, but you cook every plate like they're there. Always. Consistent excellence. Months later, the guide is published. 1 star. Michelin star. Recognition, validation, achievement. You're a real chef now. Elite. Your name is known now. Nationally. You're a chef, a real chef. You appear on food shows, you do interviews. You're recognized. Celebrity.
Level 7. The Celebrity Chef. You open your own restaurant. Your name on the door, your concept, your vision, your investment, your risk, everything on the line. You partner with investors. They provide capital. You provide expertise. You design everything: kitchen, dining room, menu, concept, branding. The restaurant opens. Media attention, buzz, hype, anticipation. Reservations are booked months in advance. You're in demand, hot. You're making 6 figures, 120,000 base plus profit share. If the restaurant succeeds, you make more, much more, finally. You're on television, Food Network, cooking shows, competitions, judge. You're a personality, a brand, not just a chef, a celebrity. You write a cookbook, your recipes, your stories, your philosophy, your life. It becomes a bestseller. You do book tours, signings, appearances, fame. You open a second location, then a third. You're expanding, growing. You're not cooking much anymore. You're managing, overseeing, branding. You hire executive chefs to run your kitchens, to execute your vision. You pop in, you taste, you approve, but you're not on the line, not really. You're building an empire, a restaurant group, multiple concepts, diversified. Fine dining, casual, fast casual, strategic, business, not just cooking. But you miss it sometimes. The line, the heat, the pressure, the rush, the pure act of cooking, of creating, of serving, the craft. Level 8, the restaurateur. 25 years in the industry. You own multiple restaurants, 10 locations, different concepts, different markets. You're a businessman now, entrepreneur. You employ 300 people, chefs, cooks, servers, managers, staff. You're responsible for all of them, their livelihoods, their families. You're making millions, revenue, not all profit, but substantial income. You've built something, an organization, a brand, a legacy, an empire. You deal with real estate, leases, build-outs, expansions, locations. You work with lawyers, accountants, consultants, business operations, corporate. You manage from a distance, reports, meetings, strategy sessions, boardrooms. You're not in the kitchen, you're in the office, the boardroom, managing. You make decisions, close underperforming locations, open new ones, pivot. You rebrand, you adapt, you respond to market conditions, business strategy. You think about your legacy, what you've built, what you've achieved, from commis chef to restaurateur to business owner, the journey. But the toll is real. Failed marriage, divorce, missed milestones. Your kids barely know you. You are always working, always absent. Holidays, you were cooking. Birthdays, you were at the restaurant. Anniversaries canceled, school plays missed, everything for the kitchens. Was it worth it? The success, the money, the recognition, the empire? You gave everything to the kitchens. The kitchens took everything. Level 9, the retired chef. 30 years in professional kitchens. You step back. You're done. You sell majority stake. You're financially secure. You're out. Finally. You think about your journey. Culinary student to empire builder. From $12 an hour to millions. From nobody to somebody. You cooked tens of thousands of meals, fed hundreds of thousands of people. You created dishes, you trained chefs, you built restaurants. Impact. But you also sacrificed everything: health, relationships, time, life. The burns, the scars, the injuries, the stress, the exhaustion, physical toll. You have bad knees, a bad back, carpal tunnel, occupational damage, chronic. 30 years on concrete, on your feet, lifting, cutting, cooking, destroyed.
You missed holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, your kids' childhoods, everything. Christmas? You were cooking. Thanksgiving? In the kitchen, always working. But you also created, you built, you achieved, you succeeded. You took raw ingredients and made them beautiful, delicious, memorable, art. And somewhere, an 18-year-old is enrolling in culinary school. They're excited, they love cooking, they want to be a chef, passion. They have no idea what's coming, the grind, the heat, the sacrifice, but also the satisfaction, the creation, the artistry, the craft. They'll learn just like you did, the hard way, the only way. In the kitchen, on the line, under pressure, in the heat, through fire. The kitchen needs cooks, needs chefs, always, forever, constantly. Someone to feed people, to nourish, to create, to serve. Purpose.